I'm then going to be able to bring it into Universal Upscaler. So if I just go and get, sorry, let me full screen. Let me be able to drag and drop. Where are you? There we go. Okay. Okay, brilliant. So I've gone and taken that into Universal Upscaler. Here is where you make your images incredibly more high resolution. So this was an example I did yesterday in a class. So you've got this, this was just the general output. And then by pulling it across, you get all of this beautiful detail. So if we have a look at this butterfly wing, this is the image that was initially created as part of the workflow. It's just where you get your output. And then this is how beautifully we get the render out. You can see that there's been all of this detail added to the wings. It's incredibly beautiful and special there. Likewise, I was doing a mock campaign, and you've gone and taken this thing and added completely beautiful details to where we started. So if we go and have a look again at this, come on. Okay, at the asset that we've just created, and we're going to put in, oh, it's not playing. Okay, cool. So you've got different styles. So do we want this to be cinematic? Do we want this to be a 3D, like a game asset, or a 2D illustration? And depending on which one that is, again, you're going to be getting a different output. So always keep in mind what it is that you're trying to use this for, like the use case. Creativity strength is how much freedom we give the system. So I'm going to have it quite high, and I'm going to start upscaling that image. I will just do a comparison for you with 2D illustration, and I'm going to make the creativity strength very high just as a comparison, so you can start to see what the outcomes would be different. This was just this thing I was working on earlier. So this was the beginning, and then we add this, and all of a sudden you see the detail of the paint strokes. So like if you're going to be doing anything in terms of like printing your imagery or sharing it or making posters or using it on campaigns or anything like that, I would really strongly recommend going into the Universal Upscaler and kind of making it as good as you can. This was an image we were working on earlier, and you'll see his mouth, the amount of detail that was added to like those lips is really quite incredible. So I think, like, yeah, get into it. Go and have a play with this, depending on the outcomes that you're going to achieve. So there we go. So this is that outcome that we just really quickly mocked up. This one was using the illustration style. So I think you should be able to notice the difference between that, and he's kind of got this like funkiness. There's a different funkiness to it, whereas this one, which is like more cinematic and realism, the bee has more kind of like accuracy or more detail in its fluffiness, or the fur.